Hello, second graders. Today we are going to work on opinion writing. And opinion writing is one of the types you would do if you want to persuade. And persuading is kind of having somebody think the way you want them to. Um, and you do that by sharing your opinion, which is what you think, and then adding a reason why you think that way and examples of that reason. So you've done some practicing on this about an opinion about your mom last week. And now we are going to do this with other topics. So your lesson, your writing is going to come from what you looked at the day before about birds and the best beaks for picking up rocks. Picking up food scattered among the rocks. Now, you might remember when you got to this part of the video, they helped you, and this might start late. Pause that. This activity had you find out a number of pieces of food picked up by each type of beak, the pointy beak or the more of the wide beak. Okay. Now, you should have recorded your results here. And you may need to do each type. This sheet just asks you to pick a beak, circle it, and then record how many you get. However, to do this, you might be interested in trying both. So what you would be using now to share your opinion is this Oreo graphic organizer. You might remember that this is the layout of opinion writing. You should start by stating your opinion, then you give a reason, then you give examples of that reason, not just another reason. These two in the middle are not equal to each other. The first one is a reason, and the second is an example of that reason. And like any good paragraph, you finish with restating your opinion. So I'm going to just kind of lead you through how you're going to do this. Now, I'm going to go with the idea that I think a lot of you will. My opinion would be something with a word like this. The best beak for picking up food among rocks is, remember, if you just click in these areas, and you should be able to get a spot to type. A phrase like best is always an opinion. It shares that you think one is better than something else, and an opinion can be shared that way. So the best beak for picking up food among rocks is the pointy beak. Now, if your results tell you something different, you might not finish your sentences this way. That is all that's needed for the opinion. Please do not include any more parts going after this, like because. You are going to give your reasons why, which often is thought of continuing with because. You're going to do that in a separate sentence. So now the reason I picked the pointy beak. So I can click here and I can delete this type here part, and I can start my new sentence. So I might say something like, the straw made to be like a pointy beak picked up more food than I think it was like a cup beak. And I might not be so clear of that. I know that's kind of small for you to see, but this is something that you can do as you type. There is a size for your font up here. Maybe somebody in your family would have to help you do that. I'll make it a little bigger yet. Okay. So this is the reason why I think The pointy beak is the best because it picked up more food than the cup beak. Now, when we get to the example, here is something that's maybe special for things such as science. We should be able to actually have some proof. The example gives more proof. So I can then say, and this might be a nice phrase to use. I'm going to click here a little bit to get my cursor in my typing area. There it is. I'm just going to delete these. I'm going to delete this type here part and start with a fresh capital letter. And I'm going to give my example. Now, what's my example about? It's the idea of more food. So I might give my numbers. The pointy beak picked up. Oh, I'm sorry. I know what I wanted to add here. A good connecting phrase is this phrase, for example. Let me make that bigger for you to see. Oh, I can just keep clicking the plus sign too if I want to. This is a great connecting phrase in opinion writing. For example, the pointy beak picked up, and now I'm going to maybe just leave a little blank here. Pieces of food, and I can't remember if we called it a scoop beak or a cup beak. Picked up only blank. Now what we have here with the blanks is where you actually can fill in real numbers. I'm going to make this all a little smaller so it fits in there. Where can you get those numbers? You can use your sheet that you recorded your numbers. Okay? So this is where the actual example that connects to your opinion goes. The final thing that you would need to do is fill in the ending. And it's the same as the top, only maybe worded just a little differently. So something like, that is why the best, I got extra letter, the best beak for picking up food scattered among the rocks, spelled among wrong, there we go, is the pointy beak. Okay, I'll just make that a little bit bigger so that you can see it. Okay, now for your work today, I'm going to have this sheet filled in for you. And if for any reason you need to change your choice, you will have to make those changes. But my guess is we have all found out the same results. The pointy beak is best. And we can give our reason because it picked up more. And the example by saying, for example, the pointy beak picked up blank, then you'll say a number, pieces of food, and the scoop beak picked up only blank. That is giving your opinion writing a lot of strong evidence, support, something that really will make your reader believe you and maybe then agree. And that is the goal of opinion writing.